Are you saying no children have been killed in Gaza?
I didn't say that.
Are you saying that?
I didn't say that.
What are you saying?
said...
Well, what are you saying?
Pierce, what I'm saying is Hamas
How
needs
many
to
have
be
been
blamed.
killed?
Hamas needs to be
How many
blamed
have
for
been
any
killed?
child that is being killed in Gaza.
A few moments later.
Why you know how many terrorists you've killed, but you don't know how many children you've killed in the process?
I have an answer because we targeted those terrorists and we never targeted any civilians. That's the answer, and this is why
you know that
we
many thousands of civilians, but you know many thousands of civilians have been killed. You understand
Pierce,
that, do you?
do you understand?
1 hour later.
But now we're at a point where more and more civilians are getting killed in collateral damage as you wage a war and a strategy and a plan which makes no sense to even your own former prime ministers who think you're committing war crimes. So don't just couch all this as propaganda by people who just... Well, OK, but again, I simply ask you one more time. Why is it you know how many Hamas terrorists you've killed, but you don't know how many children you've killed? Why is that?
As I said again, because in the end of the day, when you're accusing someone in killing...
You don't count one, but you count the other?
You accuse someone in...
2 hours later.
But you have absolutely no idea how many children have died in the process. I simply ask you why. Why do the lives of the Hamas terrorists get recorded,
listen to me.
but you don't record the number of children you killed?
I'm willing here to give you the strategy about the war, because this was the question you were asking.
Why don't you answer my question?
The next day.
Treat me like a village idiot. Why is it that you know one number, but you don't know the other? Explain to me.
1 eternity later.
How many children have died in the process? Why don't you know that number too?
Pierce, please ask this question to the people that can give you the answer. I don't have the answer.
Who has the answer?
Please don't ask me questions.
Who has the answer? Who has the answer?
I don't have the answer.